from the happy couple about what they are dedicating themselves to and what's important to them over the next year and a day.
I grew up in a place called Key West, and I was born there, and it was beautiful. And people got along very well, all different races and different tribes. And there was this wonderful energy there. But it was a very small and isolated place, and I've tried in my own way to recreate what I grew up with, in that sense of community where people do not look at one another because of their differences and see differences, but they see that they are unified because of their differences. And these are the things that I try to live by. Last year at Starwood, I got mixed up with Ivan's little accelerator that got burned on the big fire.
That goddamn accelerator.
Oh, no. And I put a little thing out to the universe because my last partner left me for Jesus in evangelical Christianity. I know. So the thing is, I just decided I needed to distance myself from relationships. But last year I was feeling lonely and I went, it is time for me to find somebody to share my life with. So I went to the accelerator and I put in my little mojo pouch, and it must have been adequate, to say the least, because 8 days later at a full moon drum circle, I met Jordan. And I just, from that first moment, knew that he was somebody I wanted as my friend. And on my 46th birthday at Cosm, after my heart attack, I was finally told by my friends Brian James and my sister Susan, who's here, and she's on her 10th chemotherapy right now, and she's here for this. And you know, we've had some health issues over the last year. But not only did I put into the accelerator, I wanted to share my life with somebody, I got very specific about what shall henceforth be known as the problem with the Faery King. One of them being I intend to indulge too much. And I do tend to indulge too much in a lot of things, and I needed somebody in my life to say no. I needed somebody in my life to remind me of the things that I ought to be doing and not the things I can be doing because my friends tolerate it. And so I got very honest and I said, okay, this is going in there and I know something is going to materialize. So I was standing there on my 46th birthday and I was looking at Jordan in the Chapel of Sacred Mirrors. And that's when that little bastard Cupid hit me with the arrow, and I looked into his eyes and I went, I am really in love with you. You know, in this life, sometimes you touch hands, and sometimes you touch hearts. You are my friends in my community. It's hard for me to imagine life without you. Thank you.
We love you.
We love you.
I know I don't know a lot of you as well as I would like to. But
please be louder.
Sorry.
It's okay, hon. We're with you.
I know that I don't know many of you as well as I would like to. But I do feel very welcome here. And it's a very good feeling. I hope that in the future we can all work towards something that helps a lot of people.
There is one thing that I will add to this about working together. One of the things on that list after I got very critical with myself that I put on, in order for me to take on a partner, I had to have a partner in this life that would work for me and work with me and share the principles that I have. And then I found that Jordan had his own already formed about community. He just graduated in December from Tufts. He has a degree in alternative energy engineering. He's a percussionist. He is this incredible soul, and he makes me think. And it's such a wonderful thing. And I'm just glad he's here, and I'm glad you guys have made him welcome. Thank you.
This ribbon was charged
Ready,
with
you?
intent. It was also charged with the intent of everyone here for prosperity and success and strength and bravery and community and love, understanding, even when it's hard. I keep saying this because we all know it is hard, and it's easier sometimes to just say, you know what, forget it, it's too hard. But when you take something as seriously as a dedication to another person, and you stand in front of this community and we whip up this magic and we call Thor, this rope represents a tie that will bind you for 1 year and 1 day. At the end of that time, you make the decision as to whether or not this experiment was what you had intended. But by tying your hands together and by looking into each other's eyes and knowing that this dedication isn't pretend, it's 365 plus 1 day. Even when you're tired and you're sick and you're poor, even when you're happy and you're silly and you're stupid,
Oh, him.
ladies and gentlemen, Yust, the Faery King, Jordan, the great Royal Handfasting.